Alright, welcome back to our Let's Play Poorly of X4 Foundations. Last time we were here, we had some issues with freezing, and there were some bugs which we were able to track down to a couple of mods. So the mod developer went and did some updates, and those didn't work, and did some updates again, those didn't work. We were having some problems. But hopefully it's all been resolved. Everything is working again now as expected, so we will see what happens. I've attempted to record this episode multiple times, and then things get glitched out, freezes, and so on, and I keep trying to go over and over again. This is like attempt number 6, but I'm crossing my fingers that it's all fixed now. However, there is one thing to note, which for some reason, not really sure why this is happening, but we lost our manager. So he shows up there right at the beginning of this save, the guy that we brought over from our exploding ship. But then he gets shivved on the way over or something. I don't know what happened. Anyway, he's gone. So we're going to have to find another one. We're going to have to find just some random guy, some cheapo manager that we can go ahead and pick up him and then give him some management seminars. We're going to go now and grab some seminars for somebody like that, and maybe hire a guy. Alright, so we're going to go and dock there. Is that a little... I think that's a mining ship of some sort, maybe? Yeah. Not one of ours, obviously. We don't have one of those yet.
Successfully docked.
Alright, so we're getting up. Where are we going? I've done this so many times, I've completely forgotten what I haven't said. Which is actually to say, I haven't said anything, but I remember having said things that ended up not coming on, never ending up in an actual, what am I doing? I'll go here, an actual recording. So, yeah, here we go. Let's see what we got. Pretty sure we don't have anything here except the security slicer we can make. So we're going to make one of those. We'll use that down the road, not anytime soon, but might as well have it on hand.
Greetings.
Talk to this guy. And what do we need?
All
right, so we can sell the programmable field array. We can sell the damaged singularity engine. We're not going to be making the SATA mod anytime soon, so these are just good profit for us. And then down here, we need to grab some seminars, piloting seminar, management seminar, and so on. That will work for us, and we are still going to keep 232K out of that. Excellent.
Good profit to you.
All right. Now let's see what we got going on over here. So Explorer 1 Alpha is still doing its thing, going around looking at. Did I turn that off? Grand Exchange 3. Ice Baby is still doing his jam. Oh yeah, that's right. We wanted to do this. Ah yes, this is something I hadn't done yet. Oh no, I guess I did do it. Last time? Oh, God, I can't remember now. Yeah, so 2 mining up here, selling, then coming back and mining here, and then selling. So that should do the trick to make it a little bit faster. Okay, now we're going to go see if we can find a manager. We need to go talk to your manager and hire him. Let's see about this guy. Hey, buddy. How are you? Engineering and morale? No, you're going to be too expensive. I don't want to waste all your skills on something that you're not going to be able to do. There's another dude over there. So we're kind of in Talati space, which is why it's all these Talati dudes. That's okay. I wish they were wearing pants, but you know, can't ask for everything. Okay, he's a little bit of a manager.
Hello.
He's going to cost us 11K. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. We're going to hire him to the management.
I am most grateful.
All right.
I will do my very best.
Thank you. All right, we just need to give him a minute to get over to the station. I mean, that happens almost instantaneously, but he has to kind of get staged to go over there. He doesn't have to, like, take a ship or anything. So what we're going to do is we're just going to head back over to our ship. All right, and then up here.
Elite.
Hello.
Vanguard.
All right, we're gonna sit down, and then we're gonna go check on this guy. Okay,
Captain.
so that's our new manager. We're gonna talk to him. give him a seminar. So now he is at level 1 and something, 1 and change. Maybe can I give him another seminar?
Can I help?
No. All right, so we're going to have to find some other seminars to give him a little bit of a boost. Right now he's just management level 1, which is going to be okay for right now, but it isn't going to be great for the long term. All right, let's see. Now, how are we doing on our build? We need to add a little bit of money. And okay, it looks like we're getting some Claytronics and hull parts coming in, and we still need to get energy cells. All right, and for some reason, the music has stopped. The sound has stopped. I think I'm having some issues with one of my controllers here. So I got to remember what the sound settings are. Let's turn that on and off. Okay. Nope. Here. I don't know. Well, let me pause this and I will figure out what's going on. Be right back. Well, I'm back. I'm not sure what happened there. Everything seems to be okay again. Don't even know if there is a control to control the sound, but the sound was on, and who knows. All right, so what are we doing? We're back in here. Okay, so the Claytronics are coming in. The hull parts are coming in from one of our ships. So we just need to grab energy cells. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our dude, little fish.
Unknown station.
Oop, and we're going to undock. And we're going to go find ourselves some energy cells. Oh, Explorer 1 Alpha has finished exploring Grand Exchange 3, so he'll be moving on to the next system. Alright, let's see if we can go ahead and find some energy cells.
Enemy spotted.
Alright, so they're around 17 is what it's going to cost, so we're going to do it around here, get as quick as possible. Okay, solar power plant, let's do that. Alright, so we're going to go just down that way. Yeah, so I've been having issues today with my controller. I think I may need to restart my computer. Every once in a while it starts to glitch out, the throttle starts to have issues. It usually pops up first in one of the other games I play, Evercron Legacy. And that's usually where it first pops up because there's so many controls assigned that do things immediately. Whereas in X4 I have a lot of controls that kind of do things that require other things to be true first, like target locks and things like that. So if the game isn't in the right condition for that accidental hotkey to do anything, I don't know that it's happened. Usually it gets resolved by unplugging and plugging back in again, but sometimes not, and I'll just have to restart. But if that's the case, then I'll do that, and I'll have to figure out how to stitch episodes together if I have to cut this short, but maybe not. Maybe we won't need to do that. I mean, certainly this beats the problem I was having earlier, where the game kept freezing because of that mod. So I will take it. All right, 100 kilometers to go, almost there. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up some energy cells here, and we're going to drop them off at the station at the build storage. And that will make it so that the dock can get made, and that will get us on our way to having the headquarters ready to go. There's a whole mission sequence that we've got to do that I've done so many times over the years since I started that it's kind of crazy, but I'm so familiar with it now. All right, let's dock. No, I don't want to shoot anybody right now. We're just gonna go in here.
Successfully docked.
Alright, so we need to trade. We need 101 energy cells, right? I think that's all we need. 101. That's 102. We don't need that many. We need 101. Okay. Waiting for the trade to finish. Alright, let's go. I am now successfully past the farthest point that I was able to get in all my previous attempts to run this episode through. There's some shooty happening around the corner, I think. Alright, so we gotta get back to our station. We gotta go to the build storage. I don't know that I've ever actually attempted to do the docking at a build storage myself. I know I can do it with the NPC, with my pilot. But I might be able to do it manually. I just don't know for sure, because I don't think I've ever tried that before. Or maybe I did back in, like 3 years ago when the game came out, and there was enough jank in the game at the time that if I couldn't have figured it out, I thought maybe, well, it's just bugged. Looks like there's a lockbox somewhere in the vicinity, right down there. We'll have to go hunt for that in a little bit. Alright, let's get out of the way of the tail of this thing. Not like it matters, because you kind of have to go. You have to go through the tines of the superhighway for it to do anything, but I always feel weird just flying through the blue energy beams. I feel like maybe I'm getting irradiated. Alright, so where's my build storage? I think it's over here. That looks right, yeah. Now, can I even select it? No, I cannot. So it looks like I can't approach personally, maybe. But it doesn't matter. We won't do that. We'll get out of our seat here. Wait for our captain Talia to sit down. All right, and now we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna tell her to transfer wares with build storage. Transfer all 101. There we go. Now we're gonna sit here and watch her do it. Here she comes. So once we've done that, it looks like the other two build commodities that we need have already been taken care of. So this should start building the dock right away. There she goes. And this cutscene type stuff is happening because of the mod that I have, QWERTY's mod about AutoCam.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Task complete. Okay. So that's done. Now she's going to be undocking soon, which means that... Let's look over here. Yeah, she's undocking, which isn't really a thing here at the build storage too much. But let's just have her kind of go out here anyway. Have her fly and wait out there. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure this guy's ready. Yeah, so the dock module is starting to build. It's going to be about 7 minutes. Alright, here we go. Is she leaving? Yeah. You don't need to. You don't need to you don't need a travel drive over there. I don't really care where you go. All right, let's just cancel you right here. Okay, boom, done. Okay, so now let me
Vanguard.
get back in my seat here a little bit. Now let's see what we can do. Peace and stability is path to profit. That's one of those missions where we're just sort of we're patrolling that zone. So we can take that. We'll get out there eventually. Meanwhile, so we've got the unknown structure one. So we're waiting here to build the dock. We can join the Hatikvah trade revolution if we want. We could start that now. That might actually be cool. We've got a couple of other demonstrate our presence, path to profit, Hatikvah's choice. There are some things we could do to make a bit of money, but let's do this one. how far do we have to go? Oh, you know what? Oh, yeah, that's a fair distance. Okay, well, you know what I need to do, actually, first, is I need to go grab this lockbox. Never give up the opportunity to grab a lockbox, especially if you have the flyby lockbox and flyby looting mods active, because it makes it real easy. It's a bit of a cheat, but you know, and what makes it a cheat to me, to my mind, the flyby looting, not so much, because it's just speeding a little bit up of just like hitting the container magnet. You don't have to worry about it. The flyby lockbox is a bit of a cheat, an actual cheat, because it requires skill to open the lockboxes yourself. So this bypasses that particular piece of gameplay. And so, like, I can understand it if people don't want to use the lockbox cheat, but I like it just because I don't... It's not that I don't enjoy opening the lockboxes, it's just that I want to do it way too often, and then I end up just wasting my time opening the lockboxes, and I don't actually get to play any of the rest of it because I am super addicted to opening lockboxes. So I just use the mod, and then I don't have to worry about it. I can enable myself. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of a maneuver here, turning on my flight assist, well, turning off my flight assist while staying in travel drive, and then I can pow right in. Neat little trick. Now I suppose I could just do this I suppose I could autopilot this, but I you know, sometimes I enjoy the the feel of driving. It's like stick shift versus automatic. Meanwhile, while we head to the other end of this sector here, what do we got going on with our dudes? Explorer 1 is already here and is already starting to cycle through. Okay. Ice Baby has done some mining and doing some selling. We've made a little bit more money, right? Made another 147k about 10 minutes ago. And is now mining in its second sector in this run. So it's probably already got stuff, right? Is it full? Yeah, it's full. So it's just going to mine here for a minute, realize it's full, and then it's going to go sell. And we are back over here. The frame rate's pretty low. It's about 16, 17 frames per second, but that's because of all the rocks out here. But now it's up to 24. Yeah, so I do end up with low frame rates eventually, down in the teens when I'm in like high stress areas, basically, like where the computer is having to do a lot of calculations all at once. But it's perfectly playable. I don't mind. If I end up in a situation where I've got combat and everything's slowing down, maybe I'll back out and deal with it out of sector and just have my have my NPCs handle it. But I haven't really run into that problem much. Mainly because I don't end up like getting these like massive stations or hundreds of ships in a fleet kind of thing. I don't go for that. I like to stay nice and small, and so most of my big battles tend to be one or two cap ships against one or two cap ships. If there's a big like Xenon incursion or something, I let the factions deal with that. And if they fail, if they lose and the Xenon take over, okay, that's the state of the world now. Not my problem.
Entering system. Silent witness.
Alright, we still got to get over to Hatikvah's Choice. We're almost there, right? Yeah, we're almost there. Oh, is there a mission we could take around here? No, I don't think so. No, yeah, that's just ships. Alright. Oh, I really need to be getting onto the highway over here, don't I? Yeah. The guidance doesn't really deal with the ribbons very well. It doesn't handle the highways very well, because really what you could be doing instead of going to the highway is just going to the gate you need to be on. Whoa, I missed it! Oh, I saw that coming. So it's a little bit screwy, but that's okay. I mean, it'll get you there eventually. I mean, you're shaving off 10, 15 seconds max. It's like people who need to constantly change lanes in the middle of a traffic jam. Like, really? Is that really going to help you out? Does that make you feel better? What do you gain from gaining one position in the queue that's hundreds of cars long? None. You gain nothing from that. So yeah, same thing with the autopilots. Like, kind of sends you into weird places sometimes. That's okay. Oh, like that time, I probably shouldn't have done that. That's okay. So yeah, now it wants me to get back on it. I'll get back on it just so we can, have some fun. Oh, good.
Watching your progress with much interest. When you dock, see if you can access any of the internal structures from an elevator.
All right, so we're gonna have to go back over there at some point to get into the dock. Now, spoiler alert: we're gonna go into the elevator, and then we're gonna discover that we still can't get in, and so we're gonna have to rescue the guy, and there's the whole thing. It's it's a decently fun mission, but like I said, I've done it so many times, because I restart this game a lot. Like, I get to like 40 hours in, I'm like, you know what? I really enjoy the early game, and then I start over again. That's how I play. Maybe this time the incentive of doing this whole series will make me want to actually proceed farther than I have before. We shall see. I'm really loving the mod that removes those squares, the square corners around untargeted objects. I really love it. This is such a cleaner interface now. I almost wish... No, I'm not going to touch you. I almost wish we didn't have these the icons, right? I almost wish that they were gone, but works as it is. I'm going to let somebody else deal with that Xenon.
Docking granted.
So the nice thing about the missions, I think I've mentioned this before in an earlier episode, the really nice thing about missions in X4, for most missions, is that they're not timed. There are a few that are timed, and they let you know that they're timed, and you can hurry and do those. But most of them, especially the story missions, they are not on a timer. So I could spend the next 20 hours doing whatever the heck I wanted, and then finally go deal with the elevator, right? Or I could just go do it now, or I could start this mission and go do that one, and then come back, and anything I want. So the story missions generally will wait for you, because the game, the game is designed to really be a sandbox. It's one of the things I really like about the way that it does the missions. I've played sandbox games that have these long mission story chains, and you kind of feel obligated to just follow the rails, right? To just do the thing, and you don't really feel like you have the opportunity to kind of step off the path. I mean, you could, but, I usually end up not doing it.
That will be all. Please come in. I apologize for the state of the place. Things are rather hectic at the moment. We've signed a number of promising new trade contracts, but circumstances have left us spread a bit thin.
Green, we have an issue with the inbound ore fighter.
I hear you, doll. I'll be there in a minute. It seemingly never ends. We've prepared a freighter for you to fly over to one of our new partners. Honestly, as long as you can deliver those goods on time, I'll be happy. If you do that, the ship's as good as yours. If you screw us over, well, the worst we can do is revoke your docking privileges. Sorry to cut and run, but there's something that needs my attention. I look forward to seeing how you do.
All right. The voice actors get a lot of guff from players about, it's like, oh, they sound so this or that, they don't like it. Yeah, screw that. That's they sound like so they're not a lot of them are not native speakers.
We'll grant you access now. Take good care of her. We don't have much in the budget for repairs.
So they are reading scripts where they're unfamiliar with the nuance of the English language, and that's fine. I actually really like the diversity of the vocal cast. no joke. I like Reen Omara's voice. It's very familiar and comfortable to me.
Sentinel.
I mean, I've listened to it hundreds of times because I've done these missions hundreds of times too. But it's her, right? Like that. I don't care that she sounds quote unquote stilted. No, this is the character. This is what she sounds like. That's her, and it's fine. It's great, in fact, because it's unique. Anyway, enough of ranting about that. So, you will never hear me complaining about the voice acting in this game. Not once. I love it. I mean, sometimes they get their scripts wrong, like the guy who plays Dahl said "or fighter" instead of "or freighter." Okay, so what? I mean, if this were like a visual novel game with voice acting, then I'd care. But it's not. It's X4 Foundations. And these characters are all very colorful in their voices. It's great. I love it. Reen Omara sounds like Reen Omara, and I wouldn't have her any other way. Okay, let's see if we can hit it this time, just because it's fun to try. Come on, Ribbon! Come on, Ribbon! Yes, nailed it! Nailed it! All right, so we have to go and deliver these medical supplies, and then we get to keep this ship. It's a cute little snub-nosed ship here, a little doodad. So once we've got that, so that's one of the things that you get from the Hatikvah plot. Obviously, you get this little starting ship here. Oop, let's get out of here. Okay. And it's pretty cool because now I'll have another ship, the trading ship that I can use to do whatever I want with. Sometimes, some runs, I just sell it. Other times, I turn it into another one of the explorer ships because it can move at a decent clip anyway, even though it's a freighter. But as a trade ship, it's small, so it could do little trades, but that's fine too. Oh, and then that other ship that was trading for build storage no longer needs to because I've already made the dock. But I'm going to keep it attached to the station because I will be needing it down the road once I've got. Once I have Bozota in place, I'm going to need him. I'm going to need to start using those ships to transport the materials for all of the research that I'm going to be doing. So we got to deliver these supplies out to that station over there. Let's see. Let me see my timer. Oh, almost done. So what we're going to do then for this episode is we're going to go ahead and drop off the supplies and then call it for this episode. I'm impressed. I'm not impressed. I'm just really happy that I'm actually going to be able to finish this episode without some crazy freezing problem, whatever. Had a little bit of glitch with my throttle, but it looks like it either has stopped being a problem or, like I was saying earlier, hasn't impacted my X4 controls as much as it impacted my Evercon Legacy controls earlier when I was recording that episode. So, yeah. We're almost there. This is a very slow ship. It only goes 20 to 89 in travel drive. And also it's carrying 250 units of medical supplies, so I have to remember that I'm not going to be able to stop on a dime with this guy. One of the great things about the X4 flight model is that it does in fact know when you're carrying stuff. It matters. Because my braking speed is crap, and my turning speed is crap when I've got this much stuff on board. It's even worse if I'm in an ore freighter. And you're full up, yeah, man, you're gonna have a bad time if you do everything manually because you end up like overshooting. Well, I do anyway, because I'm a little too excited about stuff and I end up not braking early enough. All right, so I'm not even gonna try to boost because I know I'm just gonna overshoot. I'm just gonna take it nice and slow. Alright, let's get ready to dock. I don't think I have docking... Yeah, no docking computer on this guy, so I'm going to have to do this manually.
Illegal data of drone detected.
There we go. And now down and touchdown. Okay.
Successfully docked.
Alright, so now we got a trade. We're going to get these medical supplies here. Trade these supplies. Confirm. Now we just got to wait for that to finish.
Hello there, Captain. I understand you're delivering goods on behalf of Hatikvah. Please stand by while we run some checks. All clear. Sorry about that. We're happy to see Hatikvah move away from those sketchy dealings of the past. If it means fewer scale plate pack ships in our space, I'm all for it. Just watch your back out there, Captain.
Done. All right. So I'm going to get up. So now we have to go back to Reno Mara, but I don't have a pilot for this ship. So what I want to do is head out here, and before I finish this episode, I'm going to see just real quick if I can find a pilot. If there's one just lying around. Oh, here's one, maybe. Oh, but she's an engineer. No, she's a very high quality crew member, and she costs way too much money. So we're going to come down here, maybe. How about this guy? Oh, there's my throttle doing its weird thing again. Okay. Okay, yeah, you're a one-star pilot. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to hire you. I love your hair, man. Pretty good hair. All right, we're going to put you on the Sentinel. Callisto Sentinel here as captain.
Thank you for your confidence in me.
Done. All right. Now, we're going to rename this one. I'm going to call him Warthog. He's very, very pudgy snubby. Okay, so that's my Warthog Trader. You know, I probably should call him something. I'm going to call him Warthog Trader. Otherwise, I will forget what he is. Okay, so I got to get back. Eventually, I got to get back over to Reno Mara. That's not where I am right now. I'm way over here. Not too far. Little Fish is over there. So I'll have to go to Warthog, get in there, and head on back. But I do have the pilot now, and once I've gone and landed and I can switch over to Little Fish, I'll be able to use this ship for trading. Right now, like I mentioned before, this unknown station has the dock area, and I've got trade for build storage for Sonic Screwdriver, but there's nothing for him to do at the moment. Maybe if I rename you now, I'm going to call you PHQ Frisbee. Because it looks a little bit like a Frisbee. More like an aerobie. You know what? Yeah, it's not really a Frisbee. It's more like an aerobie. PHQ Aerobie. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There's my ship. Nice and white. Looks very, very sleek. Well, I mean, no, not sleek, but... yeah, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Next time we're going to go head back and do the other half of the... well, the other beginning part of this mission. Then head back over to the PHQ and work on the mission with Bozo Ta. And, yeah, just get the ball rolling and hopefully start our little cockpit empire. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.